Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hot Issues on the Hot Seat right here with me, Bitami Elisha on ATU Student Production. And joining me in the studios today is Mr. Goskift, who is the Vice Chair of Tuesag and is going to help us address the upcoming Tuesag election, which is obviously tomorrow. We'll be having the election. So today is here to give us heads up on what will be happening tomorrow. You're welcome, Mr. Goskift.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Elisha.
It's a pleasure having you on my show again.
Yeah, pleasure also. Let's say warm greetings to viewers and to all engineering students from the Accra Technical University.
Wow, they are listening, and they said I should tell you they have heard you, and they are proud of what you are doing as the EC chair. So today, I'll like you to help address the student body. Since your appointment into office, the proceedings that you take to conduct elections.
Okay, so as you rightly said, I am the Tuesag Electoral Commissioner Chairman for the faculty. Now, hopefully on the 20th of June 2024, we are going to host the election, and I'd like to mention some of the proceedings that, as the Electoral Commission, we use to conduct some of the elections.
Okay, that would be very good.
All right. So, in conduction of the election, the Electoral Commission is responsible for the provision of the immediate equipment, tools, and other gadgets that's going to be needed to run a free and fair elections. Now, with the elections are going to start as early as 8 a.m. and end as late as 6:30 p.m. So, with the proceedings of the elections, we have two polling where certain departments are allocated to polling center A and other departments to polling center B.
So how many polling stations are you people arranging for?
Yes, so we are looking at two polling stations for the elections.
Oh, do you think it's enough? Yeah. Looking at engineering has numbers, so two polling stations.
Yeah, so we are about 5,000 students, and two polling stations as it stands now per hour works. Two polling stations is definitely enough for the students.
You sure they are going to finish voting before the day ends?
Yes, hopefully they are going to finish.
Okay, so aside that, let's address some issues that came aftermath of the vetting last week. Some of the people think that EC was being unfair to aspirants. Let me say particular aspirants. They were given some kind of they tend to question some of the aspirants in a different manner as compared to other. So what are your line of questioning? What do you take into consideration during your vetting?
Okay, so thank you for the question. So during the vetting, what we consider is the portfolios that the aspirants are coming in for. Yes, so we know the duties and the responsibilities of each of the portfolios. So depending on the portfolio you're coming in for will determine the questions that will be thrown to you. Now you should bear in mind that these questions are being arranged to test your reasonability, your capabilities, and your abilities to solve issues. So these questions definitely are in relation to the positions that each and every candidate is aspiring for.
So from the engineering student body, they want to know why somebody who is who's aspiring to be the rep or the Tuesag president is being questioned beyond the knowledge, or let me say the issues around Tuesag is being questioned beyond the domain of Tuesag.
All right. So when we look at Tuesag, which is a Technical University of Engineering Students Association, this is a governing body that governs the engineering students. In Accra Technical University, the Tuesag is the Faculty of Engineering, and the Faculty of Engineering, as we all know, has to elect leaders. Unlike other faculties, they elect leaders on departmental basis. But when you come to the engineering faculty, we elect leaders to represent the whole faculty. Now, the issue pertaining to presidency, they've been questioned beyond their knowledge of or beyond
The domain,
engineering.
yes.
Yeah. So, as the president of the engineering faculty, you are going to be working with certain stakeholders which are beyond the faculty. So it's both within and beyond the faculty. So as the president of the engineering faculty, you are expected of to know certain stakeholders, to know how certain activities are being run, to know certain constitutions which are beyond the engineering faculty.
So I want to ask again, that is from the perspective of your audience that day. What are some of the security measures you put in place during your vetting? Because coming from them, there were instances where people in the auditorium recorded and sent to their preferred candidates.
Well, to me, I haven't heard that issue about people recording, or I would say leaking questions to these aspirants to where they are being kept. Now, the issue of security, all the aspirants were kept or housed in at one location, and when it's time for the aspirants to come in, we sent for them to come in one after the other, to come and address, to come and to be vetted before the students. So the issue of security, I think within my knowledge, the issue of security, we did well with the issue of security on the vetting day.
Individual. So you mean you don't have knowledge of such recording and then, or maybe leaking your questions outside?
And as we are all aware, the questions weren't fixed questions, so it
So,
varies. It varies from portfolio to portfolio. So from presidency to, let's say, secretary,
mm,
definitely these two portfolios are going to have different set of questions. So it's fair on our side. Security was good.
let's look at your dependency and then your fairness, how you conduct yourself. EC, are you being controlled aside the constitution, which is a governing document and by which you rule? Do you have any other external body that you sought when you do your things?
Okay, so as the Electoral Commission of the Tuesag, we are an independent body. Yes, we are not controlled, or we do not fall under any other body or authority except the Constitution. So aside the Constitution, the Tuesag Electoral Commission works independently. Yes.
Let's talk about your upcoming elections. What are the measures you are putting in place when it comes to the security? Because we know elections, in particular, mostly when we are conducting elections, there are sometimes you see a bit of violence. What are some of the security measures you have putting in place uh, towards tomorrow's election?
Yes. So towards tomorrow's election, 20th of June 2024, some of the security measures we have putting in place is, first of all, we are getting a good number of security personnel coming in. These security people are the Cadet Air Force of Accra Technical University. So we are recruiting some of the members, so a good number of them at each of the polling centers. Also, we are looking at certain rules and regulations that we have laid down for the engineering students during the time of election. So during the time of election, there are certain materials that are not permitted within the election grounds. So these are just some few procedures or
Do
some
you mind highlighting on those things?
those things.
Yes, what are
Yes,
some of the materials you consider not to be allowed on the election grounds?
yes. So some of the materials include sharp objects, also mobile phones. Yes. So,
Wait, if I'm going to vote, I'm not supposed to go with my phone?
yes, please, you're not supposed to go with your phone.
Oh, if I may ask why?
Yes. So, the reason is because of the issue of people taking pictures of ballot papers. during the voting. So we have security checks at the election grounds which are going to ensure that they check each and every person. So your bags are not allowed, your mobile phones are not allowed.
That is where the at the polling stand.
Yes, at the polling stand. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think that is fair enough. I would also like to ask, what are your last words to your audience, the engineering students watching you?
So my last words to the engineering students is I'm encouraging each and everyone to come and vote on the 20th of June 2024. Also, make sure to vote for the right candidates, the people in whom you trust or you know can better do the job as leaders. And you should bear in mind that these people you choose are going to lead you tomorrow and make decisions for you tomorrow. So we are encouraging all the engineering students to participate in the upcoming elections.
Thank you very much, Vice Chair God's Gift Richard, for joining me on today's show, and I wish the your candidates, let me put it that way, all the best, and I pray that the best man wins. And to my audience, I would like to say thank you for joining me today. My name is Vitamin Elisha, and see you next week same time. Bye bye.